publicity stunt on the part of Malcolm X. But we hope it isn't a case of, well, if he can't keep the house, we won't get it either.
That's enough. Excuse me.
This guy's gonna drive me fucking insane. Hey guys, M.A.D.D.Y. I don't know. Today we are here with a movie reaction that is picked by not only people on my Patreon, check it out below, but also people on YouTube. And it's anonymous. We're gonna watch Malcolm X. Now, I already tried doing this video yesterday, but I had a little confrontation with Mom, so I wasn't able to watch the whole thing. I only watched like 20 minutes of it. And in the first 20 minutes, I realized there was a scene that I saw from my film class. So I'm gonna point it out I'll say this is from what I saw in my film class when I see it. So all I know really is that this is me about movies. If I'm reviewing it like a day later, something about the KKK. So please be warned of that. There's probably gonna be a lot of racism. But I remember a barber scene, someone's hair getting on fire or feeling like it's on fire, a cool hairstyle, a cool scene that I saw from my film class, which I'll point out, and that's about it. Malcolm going with a white girl, and parking. If old people know what that means, you parked. It's basically like going up to a cliff and making out in a car with a white woman and then leaving his black date home. So I didn't like that part. Denzel Washington's in here, and I have not yet seen Angela Bassett. It says that she's in here, but I didn't see her yet, so who knows who she's gonna play. But let's just dive into it and not waste any more, because it's gonna be 3 hours long. And Spike Lee is the director, and apparently he's in it. But I don't know who Spike Lee is. I've heard of him, but I don't know who that is. So, let's get it in. Malcolm X. I'm gonna have one ear out just in case Mom calls me, so.
Tell you that I charge the white man. I charge the white man with being the greatest murderer on earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest kidnapper on earth. There is no place in this world that man can go and say he created peace and harmony. If you're not an American, you are the victim of America. Being born here does not make you an American.
No,
I'm not an American, you're not an American. You're
Not
one of
for
the
people
22
of color,
million black people who are the victims of America.
Yeah, it's based on the book about Malcolm X.
You don't see any American dream.
No.
We've experienced only the American nightmare.
Yes, Boston, home of the stinky socks. And I said in the previous reaction that I had to, delete it, that I love the 60s because of the music and the styles, and that's all I liked about the 60s. Oh, and this guy in the yellow hat reminds me of 1, Curious George, and 2, The Mask. His, little suit. And there's a scene of, him dancing with his friend, Malcolm, in a school dance or something. And he looks a lot like The Mask in that suit.
Yes. Hey, fixing to get
There he is.
on, homeboy? Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You in the hands of the expert.
Though. It apparently burns if you have like a fro like that to slick it back. I guess back in the day, I don't know. I have to ask my uncle, who is a barber, if you have a fro like that, how would you slick it back? I put a little product in my hair to make it more curly. I don't know if y'all notice.
I'm holding, but it's heating.
Gotta make it straight.
Well, I'm holding on.
Charlie, give me a hand. Help me out, Charlie. Hold him.
Yeah, hold on. Sure, hey.
I gotta get it in my eye now.
How's it feel? I feel like I ain't got no skin on my head.
If you can take
Nice and smooth. This is the scene right here. This is the scene I saw on my what's it called? Film school. No, not film school. Film class. This whole scene of them walking down the street. It's supposed to be like an example of a good, great one shot.
We have Klansmen on horseback surrounded our house in Omaha, Nebraska. They broke every window with their rifle butts before riding off into the night. They rode off into the moonlight on their horses as suddenly as they had come. My mother was a proud woman, an educated woman, a strong woman. She was very fair-skinned because her mother was raped by a white man. One of the reasons she married my father was because he was so black. She hated her complexion, the white blood in her body, and she wanted her children to have some color.
Blacks, they Roseland.
Roseland. See, this that suit. I don't know if you saw it. And I told the last recording that these dance moves look so tiring. Like, I don't know how you would do that back in the day. Like, that suit. Does that not look like the mask? Tell me it does not look like the mask. This is what I was talking about. He's gonna go with this girl instead of the nice little lady he was with before.
Why don't you take that little girl home and come on back? Just walk, baby, don't run.
I feel bad for this girl, though. They seem like a good couple. Not that I'm against mixed race couples, I'm not. It's just that back then, like, they were called Negroes back then. And the other N-word, that's worse than Negro. But Negro is equally as bad. But that other word is worse.
I'm not white,
like,
and I don't put out, so why would you want to call me Malcolm?
Exactly. Again, not shaming you if you're mixed races with someone else. To love who you want to love is just that back then, this was not allowed. And if it was like a actual chemical romantic thing, then I would support it. But it's like, I'm literally selling my body to you so you can go have, you know what, with me instead of this nice lady that you came with. She called her a child.
He used to be a big shot.
There is just nothing I can do.
What do you mean, took his own life?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You heard the verdict.
Verdict? A man takes a hammer and bashes in the back of his own head, then he lays down on the tracks and kills himself?
We merely act on the verdicts. We don't make them.
Do you pay or don't you?
That was just like a lot of stuff just happening.
So when you gonna holler rape, sister?
Me?
Yes, you. You would if the time came. You would, sure you would.
Malcolm, let me feed you. Come on.
I have the same question as him. It was like, what is her deal? But, I don't know. This is weird.
When I was a kid, I was so poor I used to think that not for sale was a brand name.
I did not. Did you hear me say come in?
There's no point in fighting about it. I'm sorry. May I sit down?
As you're nice enough to ask.
Since the death of your husband,
Murder.
there's a serious question
Murder.
as to whether or not you are capable of raising these children on your own.
Oh,
Damn.
my children.
We were parceled out, all of us. I truly believe that if ever a state agency destroyed a family, it destroyed ours. I was sent to a detention home and lived at this woman's house.
Reading the newspaper.
I was special,
What they're reading.
the only colored kid in the class.
Current events.
I became sort of a mascot, like a pink poodle. In fact, I got called the so much I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I thought it was my name.
Fine. We all like you here, you know that. But you're... And a lawyer is no realistic goal for...
But why, Mr. Ostrowski? I get the best grades in class. I got voted class president. I want to be a lawyer.
Now, I want you to think about something that you can be. You're good with your hands, making things. People would give you work. I would myself.
It wasn't the end of the world for me, but it was the beginning of the end for my mother.
Excuse me, sir. Ham and cheese here. I got coffee, lemon meringue pie. Yes, sir.
You want to have ham and cheese?
Yes, sir. Best in the house, sir.
You're mighty pleased with yourself, huh?
I aims to please, sir. I'm pleased to aim.
I like you, boy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's what he wants to do.
My man.
The word is excuse me, boy.
Excuse me, don't shine my shoes, my man.
You should have stayed out my way. What you gonna do? Go home to your mama?
Ooh!
Nigga, don't you ever in your life say anything against my mother.
I ordered a single, Jack.
The double's on that gentleman, Jack.
Come closer, I'm not fixing to bite you. You look like you're new in town. From what I can see, you're pretty handy with the buckle.
You had it coming.
Pull up a chair. Any cat tore you down in this town, you stand up or you make tracks.
Man, live by his rap.
You better believe it. So what you do for yourself, Greg?
Working on the train, selling.
Like that job?
Keep me out the army.
When they're ready for your black ass, nothing can keep you on the army.
Not this boy.
I like this guy. I like you, country.
So how can I get a hold of you?
You can't. I get a hold of you.
All right. I'll write it down.
You don't ever write anything down. File it up here. Like I do. Because if the man don't have any paper, he will never have any proof. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I like your heart. I like your style. You might just do, Mr. Red. Unless, of course, you have to get back to your train job.
I already told that man what he can do with that train.
When?
Just now. All right.
Come with me.
It's hard for me to keep numbers in my head. The only number I recognize is my mom's and mine.
821.
821. I like that. Accommodate me. 821. Yeah, right. 128. 218.
I'm taking the match in.
I bet. I'm thinking about my money. 6 big ones you owe me, aren't you?
What?
821, it hit, didn't it?
You didn't have 821.
Come on, be high, old man. I threw the slots at you. I told you to accommodate me.
Red, I'm telling you, you never had it.
I'm telling you I did. Skip it, but you're slipping, aren't you? You done slipped. Come on, Archie. Look. Come on, what you want a drink or something? What you tasting? I'm buying.
I ain't drinking out of this with you.
Archie. 22 years. 22 years. I never know them to forget a number.
First time for everything, Sammy.
What are you talking about, Red? The first thing he's gonna do is go to the collector to check for an oversight on his ribbon. His rep is on the line. So is yours. And Red, if you're lying, you're a dead man. Dead, dead, dead.
You know what? You're a damn liar. And so is she. So you figure to take me, you bastard? Well, I'm taking you.
So it's you and me, huh, Pops?
That's right, my friend.
You know I'll give you back the 600.
I don't want your money.
You know I'm wearing, Archie.
There's 3 guns on you, so you take your chances, man.
So this is how I'm going out, huh, Archie? Gonna toe down?
Toe down, yes. Let's go.
When
No, we'll let Billy finish first. No.
Red.
Boy, good thing we're all good Christians. Maybe it's time for you to leave this town.
I thought this was supposed to be a free country.
Red, we warned you about all that garbage preaching. Stirring up the good.
Hey, boy.
Next
I'm a
time
man.
You are dead.
Man, don't hide behind no bed sheets. You take these here bullets for them sheets.
Well, I know you were a better shot than that. You should have killed him. You should have shot all them crackers dead.
I just wanted to scare them. They won't be around here bothering us no more.
That'll teach you.
That's why I got run up.
Until that time, there were three things that I was always afraid of: a job, a bust, and jail. But I realized then that I wasn't afraid of anything. I was an animal.
I like big-head niggas like you. Go flip for it. Now flip this.
Red. She loves me.
Is that a great idea, Malcolm?
She loves me. She loves me nuts. I'll flip first, Rudy.
Red, cool it. Come on, baby.
Malcolm.
Put the gun down.
Malcolm.
All right, we'll believe you. Believe
Yes, Red, don't.
Milk.
You know how to show him, gotta do it again.
Red.
Malcolm.
You missed something? You got your eyes open? Look at me, Rudy.
You don't have to do this, Red. Red!
That was really dumb.
You flip, baby. You want to do?
Red, don't.
Maybe we shoot that little wop nose of yours off? Or is that the... What is that? Nah, I guess that's the wop side.
I'm not going to jail.
Rudy.
Put the gun away, Red. Come on, this is enough. Come on.
Two. Say goodbye, Rudy. Huh? I think I heard Rudy say something. What'd you say, Rudy? Speak up.
Jesus Christ. When are you going to stop?
Rudy, don't you ever try and cross someone who ain't afraid to die. You hear me?
What happened to the bullet? You palm that bullet?
What bullet?
The bullet. You're crazy.
You're crazy, Malcolm.
My man.
Yeah, when's Rudy due back?
30 minutes.
Toilet?
Hey! Take your head out of the shit bowl. That's it. Get up slowly. Hey, watch. No funny.
Burglary, count 1, 8 to 10 years. Count 2, 8 to 10 years. And count 14.
14 counts of 8 to 10 years.
All the sentences to run concurrently.
Shorty thought he had hit us with over 100 years until I explained what concurrently meant. It meant a minimum sentence of 10 years hard labor at the Charlestown State Prison. The date was February 1946.
What date in February? It's February right now. Hopefully it wasn't on my birthday. Is it the 24th?
State your number.
Little.
What?
Give him a break, Barnes. He's a new fish.
Okay, I'll give him a break. Now state your number, Little. State it.
I forgot it.
You read it right there, boy.
Yeah, can't you read, boy?
I know how you feel. Like you want to lay down and die. I brought you something.
Yeah, I don't need no more favors from you.
It's nutmeg. Put it in the water. You need something to get the monkey off your back. Look at you, putting all that poison in your hair.
I think you've been in prison too long, my man, because everybody on the outside counts.
Why? Why does everybody on the outside count?
Because they don't want to walk around with a nappy head looking like...
Looking like what? Like me? Like... Why don't you want to look like what you are? What makes you ashamed of being black? Burn yourself, pain yourself. Put all that poison in your hair, in your body, trying to be white.
I don't hear all this shit.
I thought you were smart. But you just another one of those cats strutting down the avenue in your clown suit with all that meth on you, looking like a monkey. The white man sees you and laughs. He laughs because he knows you ain't white.
Man, who are you?
No, the question is, who are you?
You the only cat in this prison I done seen act the way you do. You ain't even afraid of talking like that in front of them guards or nothing.
What's he gonna do to me he hasn't done already? A man curses because he doesn't have the words to say what's on his mind.
Wise words, wise words.
Everything the white man taught you, you accepted. He taught you you were a black heathen, and you believed him. He taught you to worship a blonde, blue-eyed Jesus with white skin, and you believed him.
Brown-haired, blue-eyed, but
He
yeah.
taught you that black was a curse, and you believed that. Did you ever look up the word black in a dictionary? Black, destitute of light, devoid of color, enveloped in darkness, hence utterly dismal or gloomy, as the future looked black.
Pretty good with them words, ain't you?
Soiled with dirt, foul, sullen, hostile, forbidding, as a black day. Foully or outrageously wicked, as black cruelty.
White. Of the color of pure snow, reflecting all the rays of the spectrum. The opposite of black. Innocent, pure. And there's something without evil intent.
White
Harmless,
magic.
honest, square dealing, and honorable. Wait a minute, but this was written by white folks, though, right? I mean, this is white folks' book.
This sure ain't no black man's book.
So what we reading this one for?
Because the truth is lying there. If you read behind the words, you got to take everything the white man says and use it against him. The merciful Allah has sent us a messenger, a black man named Elijah Muhammad. He reveals to us the true knowledge about ourselves. He teaches us that the true...
Isn't this the religion of, what's it called? Islam? Islam, right?
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the white man is a devil.
I sure met some in my life.
You mean my dad? My dad's a white man. He's not a devil.
Have you ever met one who wasn't evil?
Yes, my dad.
I will not touch the white man's poison, his drugs, his liquor, his swine, his women.
A Muslim must be strikingly upright.
Muslim, that's it.
An outstanding example, so that those in the darkness can see the power of the light.
The dear holy it was like a blinding light, and I became aware that he was in the room with me. He wore a dark suit, and on his face I saw a wisdom and pain so old and deep that I could scarcely look at him. But I knew I wasn't dreaming. He was right there with me. And then as suddenly as he came, he was gone. And then I could do it. We are taught that Paul, on the road to Damascus, heard the voice of Christ. He was so smitten by the truth that he fell from his horse. Now, I don't liken myself to Paul, but I do understand. You see, it happened to me.
John 10, verse 10. Are there any questions?
Is God real? That's my question. Is I don't see him, I don't hear him, I don't feel him.
We were discussing the disciples. What color were they?
I don't think we know that for certain.
But they were Hebrews, were they not?
That's right. As was Jesus. Jesus was also a Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just ask your question?
What color were the original Hebrews?
I have told you that we don't know that for certain.
Then you can't believe for certain that Jesus was white.
Just a moment, just a moment.
It makes sense because where Jesus' so-called risen is dominantly dark-skinned people. And I learned in class, in like my social science class, that the race of your color doesn't matter of like your bloodline or anything. It matters of where your ancestors originated. So like literally Africa, like the whole state is mostly brown, black, and like a tiny bit white, but that's only in South Africa. But like a tiny bit white. So like where so-called Jesus risen, he's supposed to be not white. He's supposed to either look like me or look totally black. You know? He had some color. He wasn't pure white. Which makes sense.
Yes, Brother Malcolm, this is Brother Earl. He just accepted the teaching. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Alaikum salam.
Yes, sir. Brother Earl is dedicated. We need good men like him.
I'm a willing servant for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Okay, brothers, let's keep it busy.
Look at where you live. These are the questions. These are the questions you and I have to ask. How did we get this mind? You're not an American. You're an African who happens to be in America.
That's true. That's
we
true.
didn't come over on the Nita, the Pinta, and the whatchamacallit. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Landed right up.
Shorty? Is that you, brother? Praise be to Allah. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about, the slave mentality, the slave mind. This brother and I, we had the slave mind. We used to rob together. We used to sleep with white women. We even went to prison together. Now, don't be surprised when I say we went to prison, because some of y'all still in prison right now. Prisons of your mind. Stand up, brother. Come on. Brother's a little shy. Come on, brother, give me a hug.
Aww. So cares for his friends. Now this is the Malcolm X I was looking for.
Yes, sir. Next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Outside. I'm sure we can. Brother Malcolm, this is Sister Betty. She lectures on Muslim women on hygiene and diet. She stresses care for the body and regular eating habits. Good.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sister. Yes.
Wait, is this Angela Bassett? Hold on.
But I'm a hard man on
That is! Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh damn, this is young Angela! Jesus!
Excuse me, Sister Betty. Brother Malcolm, Brother Johnson was attacked by the police.
Oh no.
We demand to see Brother Johnson.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the minister for Muslim Temple number 7.
Never heard of you.
Where is he?
Nobody here by that name.
Wait a second. What is your name, Father?
Don't worry about what my name is. 2 witnesses saw Brother Johnson brought in here beat up. Nobody saw him brought out.
You didn't hear the sergeant? Outside.
I suggest you look outside that window.
No, Jesus.
Jimmy, come here.
Yes, we intend to see Brother Johnson.
Who the hell are they supposed to be?
They're brothers of Brother Johnson.
Yeah, we got a Muslim. Relief must have put it down.
Must have.
Yeah, but you can't see him. Because you ain't his lawyer.
No lawyer, no see.
Well, until I'm satisfied that Brother Johnson is receiving proper medical care, nobody will move.
Get an ambulance.
Now!
All right, break it up. You got what you wanted.
No, I'm not satisfied. To the hospital.
I want these people moved out of here.
Fruit of Islam are disciplined men. They haven't broken any laws. Yeah.
Doctor?
He'll live. He's getting the best care we can give. Thank you. Surgeon.
All right, okay. Now let's disperse this mob.
Malcolm got shit done.
My name is Benjamin. And I was out there tonight.
Take it easy now.
And I saw what it is that you did. I mean, the way you talked to them policemen and all. I want to be a Muslim. I mean, I ain't never seen a, I mean,
Negro.
colored person.
There you go. Colored or Negro.
You know what that means? To be a Muslim?
No, not exactly.
Well, you should never join any organization unless you know exactly what it's about. You shouldn't give up so easily either. You can use more young warriors like yourself. Come on by the temple next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock sharp.
Yes, 8 o'clock sharp. Thank you, Mr. X. And I won't make you out a liar either.
No, I don't think you will. Will you marry me?
Yes.
You heard what I said, huh?
Did you hear her answer? It's the question.
Brother Malcolm?
Yeah, I've been eating. I love you, Betty.
We're waiting on you folks. Try to start us. Brother Malcolm, Sister Betty, we pray that Allah blesses you with a happy and a fruitful marriage.
Congratulations.
Only simply because he's trying to teach you and I
Dr. King.
to be in charge of the businesses in our own community, to own the businesses in our own community,
Is that
to
Elvis?
have economic leadership in our own community. No, this isn't black supremacy. This is black intelligence. Following those ignorant Negro preachers that it was godlike to turn the other cheek to the brute that was brutalizing us. They've traded in the sheep. Please. They've traded in those white sheets.
I remember learning about.
Hi, I've read.
I like how everybody's calling him Mr. X.
I believe that a lot of what you have to say is true, and I'm a good person in spite of what my ancestors did. I wanted to ask you, what can a white person like myself, who isn't prejudiced, what can I do to help you and further your cause?
Nothing.
Hey! Bye! Bye, girl! Nothing. You can't do nothing.
He's just hungry for knowledge, that's all. Yeah, that brother's starving.
That's
So am I.
true.
Come on,
That's the thing I've seen. That's the scene I've seen.
Perhaps some of the brothers are a little jealous. They think you've been getting too much press, that's all. It's nothing. Now, about our coming up in the world a little. The nation's grown. We've grown with it. You know our people. They want their leaders to be prosperous. One hand washes the other.
I'm telling you God's words and not no hustle.
Will be condemned or punished or judged according to their works. The Holy Bible teaches us that you reap what you sow. This is divine justice. Well, in the soil of the Americas, the white man has planted the seeds of hatred. He's planted the seeds of violence. He's allowed those weeds to grow up and choke the lives out of millions of black men and women for the last 400 years. In fact, the lives of Indians in this America for the last 500 years. And now those same weeds have choked one of his own gardeners. In fact, his chief gardener. You ask me what I say. I only say what the Bible says. I say what the Quran says. I say it's justice.
But Kennedy didn't deserve it.
Remorse, saddened by the President Kennedy's assassination?
Well, sir, I don't think anybody here would deny that when you send your chickens out in the morning from your barnyard, those chickens will return that evening to your barnyard, not your neighbor's barnyard. I think this is a prime example of the devil's chickens coming back home to roost. In fact, it's only made me glad.
Damn, he had no remorse with Kennedy's death. Jesus.
That was a bad statement you made. You knew from my instructions no minister was to make any statements against this man. The country loved this man. You have made it hard for Muslims.
You must not make any statements to the press, nor are you to speak at any temples.
Yes, sir.
3 girls.
What do you say?
I'm with you.
Brother Minister?
You'll be marked for death.
Yes, sir. Let me die then.
Internal differences within the Nation of Islam have forced me out of it. In the past, I thought the thoughts and I spoke the words of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. If you recall everything I said, I started off with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us thus and so. That day is over. From now on, I speak my own words and I think my own thoughts. I'm not out to fight other Negro leaders. As of this minute, I have forgotten every bad thing that other leaders have said about me, and I pray that they also forget the many bad things that I have said about them. We must work together. We must find a common solution to a common problem. Whites can help us, but they can't join us. There can be no black-white unity until there's first some black unity. We cannot think of uniting with others until we have first learned to unite amongst ourselves. I think Muslims over there look at themselves as human beings, as part of the same human family. Today, my friends are black, red, yellow, brown, and white.
Malcolm, are you prepared to go to the United Nations at this point and ask that charges be brought against the United States for its treatment of the American Negroes?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Prepared now to work with some of the other leaders of some of the other civil rights organizations?
Yes, we're prepared to work with any groups, leaders, organizations, as long as they're genuinely interested in results, positive results. When you tell your people to stop being violent against my people, I'll tell my people to put away their guns.
With a publicity stunt on the part of Malcolm X, but we hope it isn't a case of, well, if he can't keep the house, we won't get it either.
That's enough. Excuse me.
This guy's gonna drive me fucking insane. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
The Nation of Islam that's behind this. I know what they can do and I know what they can't do. I train them.
I think that thing right there is a bomb. Not bomb, but a listening device.
Compared to King, this guy's a monk.
Fuck off! Both of you! I don't know who you're working for, but fuck off! These are intelligent men. Fuck off. Oh no. Ah, my head. He looks familiar. I love this shot. It's so good. It's like he's moving on like one of those airport things. When did Malcolm X die? That is a good question.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
That guy on the left. I don't know, he's familiar somewhere.
I wonder why, you idiot.
Oh. Damn.
The person you know as Malcolm X is no more.
So desperately that all his people would become Afro-Americans too. Just honor him. Malcolm was our manhood, our living black manhood. This was his meaning to his people.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man.
Is that really him? Oh my god, somebody, I looked a lot like him. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not him! Oh my god, goddamn. Like him. I'm sorry, that just looked a lot like a very famous black leader. I'm sorry, that looked a lot like him. But oh joy, now I know about Malcolm X. Jesus, I didn't know, like, I've heard of Malcolm X, and I know he was, like literally saying what he said about, like, how the white man is legit the devil. And I knew that he was, like, really religious, and, like, I didn't think it was the Islamic religion, but now I know. God damn. I feel so bad for his wife and children. I think he left 5 that I counted, and they all bear witness to it. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I say Jesus Christ, but I don't even believe him, and that's why I use his name in vain or whatever. But, yeah, I don't believe in all that religious stuff. If you do, have at you, but I don't. But, like, God, he was really committed. And I don't know if the priest guy that he was so, like, for was doing all the things that the press said that he did, but God. I mean, just burning his house like that. I mean, like, goddamn, for a 3-hour movie, that was a lot. That was a lot for a 3-hour movie. I expected it as much, but damn. I don't know if it's gonna be, if I have the storage and the energy to make this a YouTube video, I will, but who knows? It's been 3 hours and I've been sitting my butt for 3 hours. Thank you to all my patrons who supported me throughout my whole YouTube journey. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get up, stand around. But gosh dang, that was a good movie. Denzel, you did it. Wow. Yeah, but it's like, in the beginning I was like, where is this whole Malcolm X that I've heard so much about? Now I know why we have a school named after him in a street and all that stuff. But, yeah. Because, like, in school, I don't think we got the clear picture of Malcolm X. We got the child version of Malcolm X, you know? That he helped Dr. King with the civil rights movement and all that stuff, but I don't know. And what he said about the Kennedy assassin, like, Jesus. Like, that, like, of all the white men to hate, Kennedy is the one you hate. Oof. No wonder you got backlash for that. Like, Jesus Christ. like Kennedy was one of the good ones. He was legit trying to be one of the good presidents out there. One of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to check out my Patreon, because I don't know whether or not I'm gonna have this on YouTube or not. Because I want to stand up and just walk around, because I've been sitting here for 3 hours. And I hope you guys enjoyed my suffering. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. It's been M.A.D.D.Y. I don't know, I just have more respect for Malcolm X as a person and what he stood for. I'll see you guys later. Peace.